Imagine yourself murdered, cooked, and your flesh eaten by your young children. This is what happened to Nancy's husband after she killed him. What led to this heinous crime? Let's see the events of this story. Nancy was born in 1955 in Australia. Her childhood was very difficult. Her father was a violent and alcoholic person and was always abusing her mother. Even Nancy said that she was abused by her family members. Did domestic violence play a role in changing Nancy's personality? This is what we will find out. At school, Nancy was known to be violent and always bullied her younger classmates. Nancy left school at the age of 15 and worked in a garment factory for a while and then moved on to her dream job. What do you think it was? A slaughterhouse worker. Yes. This was Nancy's dream job. Nancy loved this job so much that she used to keep slaughterhouse knives and machetes near her bed. While working, she met a man named George, who was an alcoholic and violent like her father, and got into many fights. In one of these fights, he was surprised by Nancy's intervention in the fight, and noticed her fight skills and violence. So he decided to submit to her in order not to anger her. In 1974, she convinced George to marry her. George agreed. And on the wedding night, she wanted to have excessive sex with him. But he couldn't, so she started beating him and assaulting him. Their life was full of troubles. Despite this marriage lasted for a long time. George was always cheating on her, and one time she discovered his betrayal and wanted revenge. You won't believe what this crazy woman did. She placed their infant child on the train tracks so that the train would come and run him over. Luckily, a man saw this scene, saved the baby, and called the police. The police came and arrested Nancy. After a while, she was transferred to a mental hospital. When the doctors thought she was cured, they released her. After her release, she stopped a car driven by a woman, threatened her with a knife, and told her to go to that town to meet her husband. When the car stopped at a gas station, Nancy got out of the car, and the woman managed to escape and call the police. The police came and surrounded the gas station, but Nancy did not surrender. She grabbed a boy and threatened to kill him if they didn't let her go. Fortunately, the police managed to control Nancy after shocking her with a taser, and she was transferred back to the mental hospital. After a while, the hospital decided to release her again. Nancy decided to leave George. After a while, she met a man in a hotel named Joseph, who admired her and decided to marry her. The first few weeks were great for them, but Nancy reverted to her old habits and sudden anger. One day, she accused Joseph of cheating on her. The poor man was surprised by her accusation and began to defend himself, but she hit him and threw him out of the house. Joseph went to his other apartment. A short while later, he was surprised to see Nancy knocking on his door, apologizing to him. He accepted her apology and forgave her. This became the pattern of their relationship. She would hit him, throw him out, and then apologize. Once, she killed their dog to show him how strong she was. While he was shocked by her behavior, she hit him with a pan, and he passed out. After a while, she gave birth to a daughter named Sarah, and they moved to a new house. She began decorating it with animal skins, skulls, knives, and many strange things, reflecting her sick personality. But her joy in the new house did not last long. One night, she had a fight with Joseph, stabbed him with scissors, and tore his clothes. Joseph had had enough, so he went to his other apartment. After a while, Nancy went to him, but she didn't find him there and searched for him for a long time without success. She decided to take revenge on him. What do you think she did? She went to the police station and told them that Joseph was abusing her and their daughter, Sarah. She obtained a restraining order against Joseph, keeping him away from her and their daughter. A month later, Joseph came to the house and was surprised by the police order, so he decided to leave her. If Joseph only knew what would happen to her next husband, he would realize how lucky he was. What happened to her new husband? This is what we will find out in the second part of the story. So, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to watch the second part of the story.